Debbie Peverill, and you're listening to the weekly tip from basicboardgovernance.ca. I have been doing a series of tips about the Code of Conduct, and this is the fourth of 4. First one was about respectful behavior. Second one was about confidentiality. Last week we talked about conflict of interest, and today we're talking about what I call the duty of loyalty. And others call it that too, which means that, you are a board member, you don't ever say anything bad about the organization except when you're at the boardroom table. So all the decisions that need to be made by the board are made at the boardroom table by having a respectful discussion of all of the possibilities of what you're going to do. There may be a lot of disagreement, there may be a lot of arguing, but once the board has decided what's going to happen, then every board member works towards achieving success with that decision. That board members that voted against it, don't ever tell anybody that. They don't say, oh, I voted against that, because that is contrary to their duty of loyalty. And board members generally won't know that unless they have training. So this is enmeshed in the Code of Conduct of how a board member behaves. A board member shows their loyalty to the organization at all times. They never are going to do anything that undermines the success of the organization. And, again, comes back to training, because people might not realize that saying I voted against that is actually making people who think about that think that, well, that board's not united and maybe it wasn't a good idea what they did, and you're casting doubt on the whole process. So included in the Code of Conduct, there needs to be a conversation around the loyalty that every board member should feel to the entire organization and how they show that.